This clip from Secrets of Recording will show how to create a stutter effect. The stutter effect has become fairly common over the past couple of years. Here is an example of that effect's usage at the end of a vocal line.
And what if tomorrow we face the face of the one who created us? What if we stand?
Here's an example of the track without the effect applied.
And what if tomorrow we face the face of the one who created us?
The first step, as with any major editing process, is to duplicate the playlist. This will protect yourself in case you make any major mistakes. It will also give you the ability to blend in the original track as seen towards the end of this video. In order to create the stutter effect and tempo with the song needs to be done to a tempo map. Chapter number 1 of my book will detail how to create a tempo map from a previously recorded song. Switch the editing mode in Pro Tools to grid mode. This will allow your edits to be precisely timed to the grid. Then make sure Pro Tools is looking at bars and beats for its time reference. Select the grid resolution to be either 16th notes, 32nd notes, or 64th notes. For this example, I'm going to be using 32nd notes. This will make the resolution of the stutters to be 1/16th note in duration. Determine which part of a vocal line you wish to apply the stutter effect. For this instance, I'm going to choose to apply the effect to the second half of the last word. Now we are going to need to break the audio at every single grid line. In grid mode, the cursor will automatically snap to every single grid line. The audio file can then be broken by pressing Command-E with an Apple computer and Alt-E with a Windows machine. Next, mute every other region by pressing Command or Alt-M. Next, listen to the stuttered tracks to hear what you might want to change. The stutter effect sounds awkward across the S's, so I'm going to unmute the last two muted audio regions. Again, these tracks can be unmuted by pressing Command or Alt-M. The breaks in the audio separations can be removed by selecting across them and pressing Command or Alt-H. With these changes, we now have the stutter effect as we want them for this track.
Created us.
There is an alternate way to create a stutter effect by automating mutes. Select the vocal track to display the mute automation in the edit window. Select the pencil tool and then select Square from the drop-down menu. Make sure that you are still in grid mode. Click the pencil tool in the upper left-hand corner of the region where you want to begin the stutter effect, and then drag it down to the lower right for the duration. Listen for the difference between these two methods.
Created us.
The stutters in this version hit a little softer than those of the previous method. If you like the stutter effect, but it seems like it's too much, you can also blend in some of the original track to help minimize the effect. Click on the newly stuttered vocal track, and then go to the track menu and select Duplicate. This will bring up a Duplicate Tracks menu. Make sure to deselect Active Playlist and Alternate Playlists. If you click on the triangle next to the duplicated track name, you can select the original playlist that we duplicated from at the beginning of this video. We can now hear the stuttered and unstuttered tracks played simultaneously.
Created us.
Because we now have two tracks with the same audio, the vocal level has gotten substantially louder. Because doubling the audio creates a 6 decibel increase, we can now compensate for this by lowering the decibel level of each track by 6 decibels.
Created us.
I hope this video has been informative to you, and stay tuned for more promotional videos. If you are interested in learning more of these tips and techniques, go to secretsofrecording.com. There you can learn more information about the book, as well as the author.